Yeah, good morning, everyone. So on Friday, we saw US market gaining substantially. S&P 500 was over 2% up, and even Nasdaq was up by around over 3%. And US futures are also marginally positive today morning. Asian markets are also showing a positive trend, though China and Korea are closed today. Uh, And in commodities, since China is closed, various commodity morning price are not available. But oil is up by almost around one and a half dollar from Friday. That is right now at around 91.3. And aluminum in LME was down by around 0.3%, and even copper was down by around 2%. So overall, scenes looks positive for equity market today, and we may that may play out in India as well. We'll request technical team to take up from here.
Yes, thank you, sir. Good morning, all of you. This is Swati. Today, we are likely to get a gap up opening and we might witness some positive momentum during a day. Tomorrow is a budget day, so the volatile trading session is likely to be continued for 1 or 2 days in the coming trading session. Technically, Nifty is well placed above the 17,100 psychological mark, which was acting as a strong resistance levels. And as today we are getting a gap up opening at around 17,200 levels, I believe as long as Nifty sustains above 17,000, 17,100 level, this pullback rally is likely to be continued towards 17,340 to 17,400 levels on the higher sides. On the downside, as I said, 17,100 and 17,000 will act as a crucial support level. If it's break that level, then only we can again witness some selling pressure into the market, which might take a Nifty towards 16,900 to 800 levels on the downside. So overall, we will remain cautious, but this pullback rally cannot be denied. So trade each and every pullback rally, but with the strict stop losses. Coming towards the bank Nifty, compared to the Nifty, bank Nifty is really doing very well because this particular indices is trading above all the important moving averages, say 50, 100 and 200 DMA, and it is a trading in the pattern of the high tops and higher bottom, which indicates a very positive sign compared to the Nifty. So I believe on the upper side, today we are likely to witness surpass Nifty may surpass a 38,000 psychological mark. So any move above that level, 38,300, 38,500 levels can be seen in coming 1 to 2 days. Whereas on downside, 37,000, initially 37,600 and 37,500 will act as a support level provided by its 100 DMA. Below that level, we can witness some profit booking, which might take a bank Nifty towards 37,200 to 37,000 levels on the downsides. Coming towards the Nifty Finance, for today intraday purpose, the resistance is placed at 17,550. Above that level, 17,680 levels can be seen. Whereas on the downside, 17,300 will be the first support level. Below that level, 17,120 levels can be seen. So these are the important support and resistance level for the three indices. That's it from my end. I request derivative guys to take a call forward.
Yeah, thank you, Swati. See, on the derivative front, overall, we are starting this month with average rollover, average open interest. PCR is at near the one levels. Now with budget tomorrow, most of the data is sideways. There's not much movement in either calls and puts, not much additions. The view is probably after the budget announcement, everyone, the put writers or the call writers or option writers are expecting some 500, 600 point move in either direction. And that is why they are not making positions in any of the options. Once that is over, we believe some range bound trade should happen. Largely Nifty should remain in between 16,500 and about 17,500 odd level. So that should be the range overall going forward. Looking at the VIX continues to be around the 20 levels, 2021 levels. It is likely to come down after tomorrow, but again, start to move up once the UP elections and the other elections, approach. So overall, the VIX should remain near these 20 levels for some time. From the stock specific front, so for the index, the view is range bound overall. And from the stock specific front, banking witnessed some profit booking on Friday, and likely to see some amount of range bound trade today. Not much movement there. Um, Also, pharma as a whole and autos as a whole have seen quite less number of open interest rollovers. That means shorts have not been rolled over, and that is why they are the ones which can really move up. And we really like Bharti Airtel as well. Bharti Airtel seems to be going to perform for the whole of this month. So that is one stock to take note of. I think that's it from my side. I'd like to ask the fundamental team to take over.
Good morning, everyone. Dixon Technologies result was below expectation because of slight miss on revenue, but bigger miss on the gross margin front, where 120 basis points had declined. A similar kind of decline was seen in the EBITDA margin as well. But we feel this they will be able to pass on this margin decline, although pressure will remain. As the mix shifts towards mobile and TV mix, where they are on OEM arrangement, which means that they are lower margin business than the other segments like washing machines. So overall margin will get downgraded. And one more negative thing this quarter is that management has revised down its mobile PLI revenue guidance from 4,000 crores for FY22 to 2,500 crores. And similarly, next year we were expecting around 6,000 to 7,000 crore kind of revenue, and they have guided now FY23 revenue of 4,000 crores for mobile PLI revenue. So that is the first negative guidance that we have seen in last 6-7 quarters from this company. So we are negative in the short term, but let's see in future we can revise the view. But from next 3 to 6 months perspective, view is negative. Amber Enterprises result is in line. Revenue and profits grew by 20%, although this quarter is seasonally insignificant and should not be read too much into. But Q4 and Q1 are the most important, especially the months of March, April, and May. So this lockdown that we have seen in January month should not be of any major issue to the company. The main months of March onwards are still to come. Since last 2 years, we have seen that COVID waves 1 and 2 have disrupted their summers, and that is why the stock has not performed in last 1.5 year. But this time we think it's a good opportunity for the company to grow fast, as third wave is already behind us, and hopefully the summer months should be good this season. So stock can outperform going forward. We are positive. IndusInd Bank result was below expectation because of higher provisions and higher slippages. Slippage ratio continues to remain elevated at 4.5% compared to between 1 to 2% for better quality banks. This was mainly because of pain in the personal loans and MFI segment. Gross NPA is down quarter on quarter because of a big write-off they took on the MFI side. Otherwise, that would also have been flattish or up. We are neutral over here. IDFC Bank result has improved marginally because of lower credit cost, which was at 1.3%. Despite this, the ROA remains at just 0.6%. This is because the bank is in investment mode, and so cost to income has been at 75% to 78% range since last 3 years. And this is likely to remain so in near to medium term. So that is why we are neutral on the stock. We don't see a double-digit ROE in next couple of years here. Kotak Bank result is above estimate because of lower provisions and also because of higher loan growth. Loan growth accelerated almost 7.5% quarter on quarter and 18% year on year, which people do not expect from Kotak being a conservative bank. But now the bank is in an aggressive mode, and it has been acquiring customers in a big way. Since last 3 years, investors had this complaint that despite being a quality bank, Kotak was not able to grow. But now it is growing as fast as the other top large private banks. So we are positive here. Stock can outperform. AU Small Finance Bank result was above expectation because of lower credit costs. Slippages have settled at 2.4%, which is similar to pre-COVID levels. Gross NP also declined from 3.2 to 2.6% because of higher recoveries. Loan growth was at 26%, which looks strong and can accelerate further also. So we are positive here. Max Financial result was below expectation. AP grew in line with industry at 30%. However, this growth was driven by ULIPs, which are lower margin products, and on the other hand, the protection mix declined. So we saw that VNB margins came off, and VNB growth was at just 13%. So in the short term, we are neutral over here. Care ratings result declined. Revenue was flat year on year, resulting in negative operating leverage and decline in margins. Although ratings revenue increased by 7% year on year, but other small subsidiaries saw a decline in revenue. So we are neutral over here. UTI Asset Management result improved. AUM grew by 8% compared to industry growth of 4% quarter on quarter. Market share is constantly increasing by 5 to 10 basis points every quarter. We are seeing that since the time the stock listed, and now it stands at 5.3% versus 5% a year ago. Expect the stock to outperform. This is one of the better stocks in the among the listed AMC stocks. Lastly, Equitas Small Finance Bank result was in line, although asset quality remained under pressure. Slippages also were high at 5.5%. Collection efficiency in MFI and small business loans has deteriorated over the period of from October, November to December, from around 100% in October to 95% in December. So even before the third wave came, there is deterioration in collection efficiency. So expect, in fact, January month collections to fall further. So that is why we are negative in short term over here. We will revise our outlook post next quarter results. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Today, Granules announced that it has concluded its US FDA audit for its Virginia facility with 3 minor observations. Management sounded confident that they would be able to clear that. So this is sentimentally negative for Granules for today's trade. Loris Labs in the con call has given a positive outlook. So this quarter was little weak, as was Q2, but the management has already indicated after the Q2 that Q3 can also see some delays, which has happened in Q3, and recovery should start from Q4. We are positive on this and expect the stock to touch 600 in medium term. Gujarat Fluoro came out with the results, and results were above expectations. The company is one of the leading player in fluorochemicals and giving good results since last 2 quarters. We are positive on this. The stock is trading 37 times FY23. Dr. Reddy's announced their results, and results were broadly in line with the expectation. So was the con call out commentary. They have seen the double-digit price erosion in the US portfolio. However, the other segments and other geographies are doing well. So this is a mixed kind of a commentary. So we expect muted to positive reaction in today's trade. Tata Coffee results has improved this quarter, and this is we seeing from the last 3-4 quarters that the company is doing well, and we believe that this would likely to continue in near future as the coffee prices are now started moving up. Deepak Fertilizers announced the results, and results have improved. The sales grew by 35%, and margins mainly, that was a positive surprise, which came at 18% versus 15% last year. The stock is still trading at 12.6 times TTN EPS, and given the budget tomorrow, we believe this can be in focus because of the emphasis given by the budget on the fertilizer and agri. So this is something we expect the stock to trade positive in today's trade. Marico results were in line with expectations. However, the gross margins have improved. So that is something a major positive outcome for this from the results, and we expect the stock to trade in green territory today. Godfrey Phillips announced their results, and results have improved this time, and margins have improved to 24.8% versus 23.7% last year. Heramba Industries announced the results and results have improved. Though the margins were a little lower than last year at 18%, overall, if you see in absolute terms, it is improved. And so has the revenue, which has grown by 19% this quarter. GFC results has also improved. As we have seen in Deepak Fertilizers, the fertilizer companies have shown the good results this quarter, given that the ground level, water level were good because monsoon was good. So margins have improved to 12.7 versus last year 6%. So that's a big improvement. United Breweries results were below expectations. They have seen higher raw material expenses. That is why the EBITDA margins have actually declined to 11% versus expectation of 13%. Kempla Sangmar announced their results, and those results have also improved. Lastly, Britannia Industries announced their results, and results were marginally below expectations. Revenue grew by 13%. However, margins have came at 15%, which was below the expectation of 16.2. Stock trading at 43 times. So we expect some negative reaction on this. Thank you.
Good morning, everyone. Easy Trip Planners has announced their result. The company has posted improved set of numbers for the quarter with revenue growth coming in at 98% Q1Q. Even EBITDA margins has improved Q1Q and came in at 59.5%. Stock is trading at 51.6 times TTM EPS. CRM Silk has posted improved set of numbers for the quarter with the revenue growth coming in at 17.2%. Even margins have improved and came in at 18.1%. Stock is trading at 10.9 times TTM EPS. Happiest Mind has posted improved set of numbers for the quarter and stock is trading at 98.3 times TTM EPS. TCI Express has posted marginally below expectation numbers both on the revenue and the margin front. Blue Dart Express has posted marginally above expectation numbers both on the revenue and the margin front. Thank you.
Good morning. Vedanta's result was in line with expectation. Revenue came at 34,097 crores versus expectation of 33,213 crores. EBITDA came at 10,742 crores versus expectation of 10,863 crores quarter-on-quarter. Margins slightly below expectation at 31.5%. Sagar Cement's result was below expectation. Sales volume came at 0.7 million ton versus expectation of 0.9 million ton. Realization came at 4,489 per ton versus expectation of 4,281 per ton. EBITDA per ton came at 623 per ton versus expectation of 657 per ton quarter on quarter. Vardhaman Special Steel result has declined. EBITDA came at 38.8 crores versus 45.8 crores quarter on quarter. Margins have also declined at 10.8% versus 13.6% quarter on quarter.
So, few more results like Bharti Electronics came up with the numbers, and the numbers were well ahead of expectations. Revenue grew by around 61% year on year, and EBITDA margin also improved both quarter on quarter and year on has also come ahead of expectation at 22.3. Expectation was 22%, and year on year it was 19.2%. So results was ahead of expectation. Oberoi Realty, though financially it may show some lower revenue and EBITDA, but the new sales booking has come very strong. The new sales booking in this quarter has come at 1965 crores. That is 1,965 crores versus quarter on quarter 869 crores. And year on year 849 crores. So the result is showing good improvement. Then L&T also, excluding the financials and the IT businesses, the results was below expectations. Shally Engineering reported results, and the results was more of a okay set of numbers. Now results for tomorrow, that is what is expectation for tomorrow. So Ajanta Pharma is likely to report numbers. Numbers are expected to show some decline. Then DLF is expected to report numbers. Here again, we'll be watching new sales booking. Otherwise, the results are expected to be improving. Most of the real estate company had shown good improvement. Then Dwarikesh Sugar is likely to report number. Most of the sugar companies should report a better number in this quarter. Because of the longer season of production, inventory gain on account of increase in sugar prices and lower cost of sugar for the last season. So sugar company Dwarikesh Sugar should report better number. Then Godavari Power result is there, and here we had seen corrections in the prices of pellets. So here quarter on quarter result should show some declining in this quarter. Hindustan Petroleum results are likely to show some improvement, and even IOC is also likely to show a marginal improvement quarter on quarter. KEC International result is likely to remain subdued because of the increasing cost and decline in margin in this quarter, and revenue growth is also likely to be lower at around 6-7%. KPIT Technology, like all other technology companies, likely to show improved results. Dollar revenue is likely to grow by around 5%, and margins are also likely to show some improvement quarter on quarter. So result is likely to be better. Navin Fluorine is likely to show more of a flattish or marginal decline quarter on quarter numbers, wherein margins are expected at around 24.2%. Last quarter it was 24.8%, and last year it was 60%. And revenue growth is also year on year likely to remain more of a flattish. Orient Cement is likely to report numbers. We had seen that most of the South and Eastern company has reported very poor number. So similar is the case with Orient Cement also. Results are likely to be subdued. Then Sun Pharma is likely to report number. Here the numbers are likely to show more of a reasonable growth of around 10%, and EBITDA margin is likely to remain stable year on year. So okay set of number for Sun Pharma Industries. Then Tata Motor is likely to report number. Here the numbers are likely to show improvement quarter on quarter, though year on year it will be much behind because of JLR not reporting great numbers right now, because the improvement over there is not yet visible in this quarter. Though Q1 will show, that is the Q4, March quarter is likely to show much improvement JLR numbers. Domestic sales and EBITDA both are likely to improve. So overall result seems improving quarter on quarter, and outlook also looking to show some improvement. Then UPL result is expected, and here the more of a result will be more of a okay set of numbers, wherein revenue growth will be around 10%, but EBITDA year on year is likely to come off from around 24% to 22%. So that is, EBITDA is likely to remain flattish year on year. So okay set of number for UPL. And Vinati Organic is likely to show some improvement on margins, though revenues are likely to remain flattish quarter on quarter. EBITDA is likely to show around 100 pips improvement in margin. So result will show some improvement. Then one of the company is getting listed today, which came up with the IPO, that is AGS Transact Technology. That is more of a company is in cash management and supplying ATM and all to the banks and all. So we had not recommended this stock considering the weakness in the business of the company, and Also, the pricing was comparatively steeper. So we had recommended to avoid this IPO, not likely to show any great listing also. That's all from us. Thank you very much and have a good day.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel for in-depth interviews of India Inc. and press the bell icon so that you do not miss our updates.